Supriya Shrineth. She's joining us, heads up the social media cell of the Congress party. You saw the Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister a short while ago, Supriya ji, saying that it's the fight in the opposition between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party which has given the BJP the edge. What are you telling people watching at this time and the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister about why he thinks the opposition is in disarray? Supriya Shrineth.
Thanks very much for having me on the show. It's a good evening, a good morning to you and all your viewers and my fellow panelists here. Quite frankly, I do believe that people are entitled to their opinions, but I also believe in the same spirit that the Congress is entitled to resting political bastions. I think the Congress is entitled to fight for where we believe our fertile political land exists. And I think the onus of making the AAP win doesn't rest on the Congress. It is with the AAP. The Congress has to fight a spirited campaign for itself. So all opinions welcome, but I think we fought a spirited campaign. I do believe that there's a larger message in this mandate. I'll take 30 seconds on just that. I think the larger message is that filibustering and fake promises and tall claims don't really work. And I do believe that Mr. Kejriwal's political arrogance, perhaps, the AAP is paying a price for it. For us, the political message is that we've got to rebuild our organization. Without a strong organization, a spirited campaign, raising the relevant issues, perhaps helps us ends up helping the other parties, not us entirely. So I think the message for us is we've got to go back and rebuild the cadre, especially in places like Delhi, where we've been in governance till just about 11 years back. So, as far as allies are concerned, I can turn around and then ask the question, why did the TMC or the Aam Aadmi Party go to Gujarat or a Goa or a Maharashtra or a Haryana or an Uttarakhand? And in Uttarakhand and Goa, the vote share difference and the seat difference between us and the BJP was exactly the number of votes that the Aam Aadmi Party polled. I mean, these are statements that will come in from everywhere. But
so Supriya,
the onus doesn't rest on us for somebody to win.
Supriya Shrineth, from what you're saying,
fight.
So are you driven by what I call badla, or are you driven by your own revival? There are two parts to this. Is it that you want to somehow or the other teach the Aam Aadmi Party a lesson for what they did to you in Goa, what they did to you in another state? Or is it the Congress seeking to revive itself? Let's be very clear. Please, let's be honest at the moment. Is it na banunga, na banne dunga? You see, someone once said about the Congress today, na khud banenge, na dusre ko banne denge.
Not at all. And I think if you know the Congress at all, if you know any of us, I don't think we do the kind of politics. Na banunga, na badle dunga, na khaunga, na khane dunga, sab adani ko khila dunga, kisi aur ki line thi. But as far as we are concerned, I think political revival is what was key. Our local leadership, our cadres thought we should contest elections on our own. We thought that the Aam Aadmi Party is responsible and answerable for a lot of the failures of Delhi. The kind of mountains of garbage or the sewers leaking or the broken roads or, the kind of mismanagement of health services. I think those were issues on which the Aam Aadmi Party had to be held accountable. Okay. I completely disagree that this was a vendetta politics against the Aam Aadmi Party by us. It was a politics of political survival for us in Delhi, and I think we did a good job of fighting the fight.
Zafar Islam.
We could have done better if our cadre was stronger.
Zafar Islam, the BJP now at 39. Earlier you were close to 50. 39 is not as pretty as 50. I mean, a win is a win is a win. But 39 place 30 is not as exciting for the BJP as 50 versus 16 or 17. Dil mein dhak dhak?
Well, Rahul, these are early trends. We are definitely going to get more than 50 seats. We are absolutely confident based on the feedback we have from the ground. These are early trends. Of course, seats will go up and come off, but eventually, at the end of the day, we expect that we will get at least 50 seats or 50 plus seats. But what is more important for us to observe that even though Congress and AAP are fighting with each other, but Congress has actually become irrelevant people were saying that it's a triangular contest, but they're irrelevant. None of the seats where they are making any impact, and BJP is winning on its own, and AAP is whatever the vote they are getting on their own. So it is very important to note that even in Delhi, Congress has become irrelevant, and AAP, whatever tall promises he has made, actually he didn't fulfill, and something which has been acknowledged by the people of Delhi, and people of Delhi have reposed confidence in the Honorable Prime Minister, because the guarantee what he gives he always fulfills those guarantees, and that is something which has lent confidence to the
No,
people.
but there is a
And
difference.
that's why they have to
No matter
endorse
what you
Bharatiya
say,
Janata Party,
one
and we
is
are
to
going
hit the AAP out of the park. The other is to scrape through. At this moment, if it's 31 versus 38, BJP is scraping through. You're getting the job
we
done.
will hit.
Sir, 38 kam bhi to ho sakta hai. Let me
Rahul,
show you the
as I
margin
said,
calculator.
these
One
are
second, Zafar
arbitrary.
bhai. Let me show you, everyone watching, Supriya ji and Akshay Marathe as well, the margin calculator. At this time, there are 12 seats where the margin is less than 500 votes. If it's less than 500 votes, in one round of counting, it can change. AAP leads on 6 of those. BJP leads on 5. Congress only on 1. All these 12 seats are currently up in balance. They can change. Let's look at the seats where the margin is less than 1,000. There are 21 such seats. AAP leading on 13, the BJP on 8. So the BJP can hope that they can wrestle some of these 13 away from AAP. The Aam Aadmi Party can hope if they're able to pull a lot of these 8 away, they could still find a way of crossing the 35 number. Akshay Marathe, are you giving up hope, or do you still think you're in with a fighting chance?
No, Rahul, absolutely. We are not just in with a fighting chance. I'm confident that we are going to form the government. Of course, getting 55 seats as we had previously hoped may not be likely at this stage. But with 31 seats in the lead, we are only 4 seats away from a majority. And I think that would be miraculous for a party that has been hounded in the way that it has been hounded in the last 5 years. And just to give you an analogy, Rahulji, Rahul Kanwal, Rajdeep Sardesai and Preeti Chaudhary are the 3 stars of India today. If the 3 stars of India today are taken out of the channel, and yet the channel comes neck and neck with the next competitor, would you not
well,
say
the
that's
channel may actually do better. I don't know if it will be neck and neck, but I'm quite sure the channel will actually do better, Akshay Marathe. I don't think that holds. But that being said, I see the point that you're making. Okay.
Akshay, you were on my show yesterday and you said you were getting over 55 seats. So suddenly to turn around and say neck and neck is also a great thing.
No, all I'm saying is that this was an election for the BJP to lose. The way that they fought the election, they pulled out all the stops to destroy the Aam Aadmi Party. And I don't mean to say these words lightly. Our top leadership was jailed. Our government was completely hamstrung. The bureaucracy was taken away from us. And even after that, the BJP is not able to demolish the government of Aam Aadmi Party. I mean, kaise
But now Zafar Islam is smiling. When he came, he had a bit of a frown on his face. That's because the BJP had slipped to 38. Now it's gone up to 42. So this is turning out to be a very exciting match where the end result may be known, but how this tally swings, the pendulum swings, Zafar Islam, your heart in your mouth each time it comes down below 40.
No. We are, as I said earlier, Rahul, there was no frown on my forehead. But yes, I am watching your channel and I can see the number of seats you are showing. But we are confident. We are confident based on not because of the any agencies which has conducted the exit poll, but based on the feedback what we have from our Panna Pamuk and our ground level workers. And we are a cadre-based party, so we know that exactly what feedback we get from the cadre. Unlike Congress party, the cadreless party, they are more intellectuals than cadre. That's why
But let me
they
put
are
that
struggling
question then to Supriya Shrinate. Supriya Shrinate, this is an important fact. You had a few strong leaders in the Delhi Congress. If they'd been put on seats where you had the possibility of maximizing your seat share, that would have been one strategy. The Congress instead went with the strategy of getting its most prominent leaders of the likes of, say, Sandeep Dikshit, of the likes of, say, Al-Kalamba, up against the AAP bigwigs. So it seemed as if the priority for the Congress in this assembly election was defeating the Aam Aadmi Party rather than trying to get on the scoreboard, which is why at this moment you're not leading on any seats, even if you've done enough damage to trip the AAP.
Actually, there's a very simple explanation for that. We are not oblivious to the fact that our cadres and our organization needs to be a lot stronger in Delhi, and which is why we chose to put our prominent faces against the prominent faces of the Aam Aadmi Party, so that at least the campaign lifted. If these faces weren't contesting these elections, the campaign would have been very damn squib. I mean, whether it's a Sandeep Dikshit or an Al-Kalamba, we chose to field them because we thought it was going to be instrumental in lifting the campaign. And I think we were absolutely right. The campaign would have been a damn squib had we not fielded them. So we were not oblivious to the fact that our organization is not as strong and we had to resort to this. But no, our priority was not just to defeat the Aam Aadmi Party. Of course, we had to hold them accountable. Of course, we had to ask them the questions of misgovernance. Our priority was very much to win an election like anybody else.
And ma'am, even as you said all that, the one seat that you were leading in, Badli, the Congress is now losing even in Badli. The also interesting is that Atishi has now taken the lead, as has Manish Sisodia. So a number of the Aam Aadmi Party leaders who were trailing earlier
Manish
are
is
now
still trailing.